Hey guys, how are you and how are you doing? So, I hope I find you well. So, welcome to another presentation. Today, I want to talk about something a bit short but quite interesting and quite informative. So, I want to talk about, I don't know if you've heard this, about me times, alone times, you know. So, I want to talk about the importance of having your own me time, the importance of having your own alone time, as a vital and critical component on your journey as far as developing yourself is concerned. So me times are very important if you're going to develop yourself. So it's just a simple concept that most people that are successful follow, subscribe, and do almost once in a while. So it's just a matter of you know of finding some time for yourself, just you and yourself, just going out and finding some fresh air, you know just going out, you and yourself, no one else, just going out. And it differs from person to person, so you need to find your own rhythm. What works out, what works well with you. What works well with you may not be what works well with someone else. So there's no universal or one way of doing it. I know people like Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein used to just to take a walk. You just take a walk, and you just go and just spend some time alone doing that. I know of Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller. You'd also take some walks in the mountains. So it differs with you. Some people like nature, so you can just go to that place where there's just nature, that just the serenity, of the environment. Something that can get you to be within yourself, to be with yourself. Because the purpose of having a me time is for you to spend time with yourself. You spend time with almost everything. You make time for almost everything in your life, but you don't make time for one important person, which is you. You need to make time for yourself. You make time for your friends. You make time for your job. You make time for your boss. You make time for your girlfriend. You make time for your family. You make time for almost everyone, for your doctor, for your lawyer, everyone. For that Saturday or Sunday match of Chelsea playing against Manchester United. You make time for that. But who is going to make time for you? So it's a time that you need to allocate for yourself. It's very important. It helps to balance you. It helps to balance yourself. So like I said, it's different. Some people like just taking walks alone. Some people like walking their dogs. Some people just like going and sitting in the park, and then they just admire the things that are surrounding them. So find your own rhythm. Find what really works out with you. And during those moments, it's time to introspect on yourself. It's time to look within yourself. It's time to examine your own life. You are doing an audit of your own life. You take a look at your life. Are you happy with your own life? Like I said, all the people that are successful, they make time for themselves to do these things. Is my life going where I want it to go? Am I going where I want to go? Where am I going with my life? What I'm doing, is it enough? Is this all that I can do? These are the more questions that you begin to ask yourself. Am I doing enough with my life? What I'm doing, is it worth it? Where I'm going, is it where I want to go? Is this the direction that I want to take for my life and with my life? You'll be surprised what you will discover during these moments. Because people, with the thing with most people, you yourself included, because you spend your time doing a lot of things that don't make sense, that don't matter. It's only years down the line that you're going to sit down and sit with yourself, and you're going to ask yourself, those things that I was doing, what was I thinking? Why was I doing them? Because you need to carry out an inventory of your daily activities. And you ask yourself, are these things necessary? So these are the things that you'll find out in your own me time. Are you happy? Are you at peace with your life? With everything that surrounds you, with everything, with each and everything that make up your life? What can you improve? What do you need to have? What can you let go? What do you need to keep? What do you need to develop? Which areas of your life do you think they need your attention? They need your effort? During these moments, and you will be surprised that most of the things that you thought were standing in your way, nothing is actually standing in your way. The only thing standing in your way is nobody but yourself. It's important to have your own me time. It's important. Do you know that also during your me times, these are the moments when you get to listen to your instincts. You've heard the statement like follow your heart or listen to your heart. So that's the instinct. And if you listen to most people that are rich, that are successful, that are living well balanced and fulfilled life, they will tell you of the importance of listening to your instincts. Listening to your instincts. Somebody once said you are the prophet of your life. Because you are the prophet of your life. You are the captain of your own ship. You are the master of your own fate. But you know how you become the master of your own fate is when you begin to listen to yourself more than you listen to things that are around you. Because most people, that's their lives. They're constantly being influenced, being pushed to and from as a result of outside influences, things that are just happening around them. They're like a jellyfish. A jellyfish, it has no strength. So wherever the current of the water is pushing it, that's where it goes. Refuse your life to be like that. So during these me times, when you learn and you begin to listen to your instincts, that the inner voice within yourself that is speaking to you right now, that is speaking to you each and every day. There's a voice that is speaking in you. That those instincts, I like what someone said, instincts are like a GPS, that global positioning system. They are there to guide you. I've heard a lot of people that have made mistakes. And when they made those mistakes, I've heard them say something that is a bit funny. I've always heard them say, I knew I was making a mistake when I did this thing. The day I did this thing, they said, I knew it. So before I sold this house to start that business, something in me told me that I'm making a mistake. Before I married that woman, something told me I'm making a mistake. Within me, there was something. There are people that got involved in an accident, and they've said, before I embarked on this journey, I embarked on this trip, I felt something within me telling me that I felt like I shouldn't have made this trip. But anyway, I decided to just do it. So that was your instincts telling you. That was your instincts communicating with you. But most people don't know how to listen to that inner voice within them. So they just do things anyway. And years later, That's when they begin to see that I actually knew this thing was not going to work out. I knew it. But how come you didn't listen to it? If you knew it wasn't going to work out. Most people have found themselves today in very, very deep problems, deep troubles. Some people are now in jail. Some people are divorced. Some people are bankrupt. But if you had to sit down with most of them, 90% of them would tell you that I knew it. The day that I put my signature on that paper, I knew it, that this thing was a mistake. Why? Because their instincts were telling them that, wait, don't do what you're about to do. But then they just decided to do it. Because those were their instincts telling them. And your instincts, you can hear them during these me times. When you just decide to just not to think about anything else. You decide not to think about anyone else, but to just spend time with yourself and listening to yourself. You'll be surprised how much great ideas that you'll come up with. I'm telling you, most of these things that we look up to today, it was just an inner voice with someone that just spoke, and the person had an idea. Let me start Apple. Let me start Econet. Let me just do that thing. It was just like me now. It was just an inner voice that was just speaking within me. You can do this thing. You can do. You can speak. You can preach hope. You can give hope. Go out and do it. There's a voice that is speaking within you, and you need to find it. But we are living in the 21st century. The life is a fast-paced life that we're living. It's so difficult to hear that voice within you unless you create time. You find time to withdraw from everyone else and then just be by yourself and then just begin to think about your life. Just begin to spend time within yourself and with yourself. And you'll be so surprised. Most of those times you come out of those moments full of energy, because those are moments when you get to recuperate, to rejuvenate, and to regenerate a lot of energy within yourself. They are very, very important moments. So I don't know, it's up to you whether you are on board or you're not, but this is just something that's going to benefit you. So just give it a try. Once a week, once a month, just go out. Maybe after work or in the morning, just go out, just take a walk alone. And don't try to think about the economy. Don't try to think about what's going on. Don't try to think about football. No, just begin to spend time with yourself. You know yourself better than anyone else. So I can't tell you what to think about, or you know yourself. Just begin to look at your life. You know your life. You know what you want out of your life. You know everything in your life. Begin to, like pieces of the puzzle, begin to put everything together and begin to think how you can manage everything and to make the best out of what you have. So I hope you found this interesting and very, very informative. So thanks for joining. I'll see you later. Goodbye.